fingers itch. Wife, we scarce thought of blessed that God lent us but this only child, but now I see this one is one too much. And that we have a curse in having her out on her Hilding!
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle, life's but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. 'Tis a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
If we shadows have offended, think of this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
I'm Benedict, and I think I'm in love with Beatrice, but I'm also Beatrice, and I think I'm in love with Benedict. And I pray thee now tell me, for which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with? For all of them together, which maintain so political a state of evil that they did not admit any good parts to intermingle with them. Now I pray thee tell me, for which of my good parts didst thou first suffer love for me? Suffer love, a good epithet, I do indeed suffer love, for I love thee against my will. In spite of your heart, I think, alas, poor heart, if you should spite it for my sake, then I will spite it for yours, for I will not love that which my friend hates.
All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being over 7 pages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then the soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honour, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice. And so he plays his parts to the last scene of all, which ends this strange, eventful history, this second childishness and mere oblivion. Someone's teeth, someone's eyes, someone's taste, someone's everything.
Where is not better, because that he had more than common tall, that it did sue me your points like a man, a gallant curtal axe in my thigh, a boar spear in my hand, and in my heart lie there a hidden woman's fear. There will well have a swooshing and a martial outside, as many other managed cowards that do outface with their semblances.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow
creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted falls the way to the dusty death. Out, out, brief candle! Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Is he not approved in the height of villain, that hath slandered, scorned, dishonoured my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man! What? Bear her in hand until they come to take hands, and then, with public accusation, uncovered slander, and mitigated rancour. Oh God, that I were a man, I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man has my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander,
My gracious Jew.
this man has bewitched my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou flinched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience which is due to me, to stubborn harshness and my gracious Jew. Be it so, she will not hear before your grace, and consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which is either to this gentleman or to her death.
The quality of mercy isn't strained. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven. Upon this place beneath it is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. 'Tis mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes a throne monarch better than his crown. His sceptre shows the force of temporal power. The attribute to awe and majesty wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. But mercy is above its sceptred sway. It's enthroned in the heart of kings. It is an attribute to God himself.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, the other stay with me. Thou toldst they were stolen unto this wood, and here am I, wood within this wood, because I could not meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.